I could never do it. I took an edible once and it was I literally had a full panic attack, cried myself to sleep.
I don't feel like you and weed would mix.
I had like a little bit of a smoking era like a couple of months ago, and like I enjoyed it for a bit, and because it really helped me like calm down and relax at the end of the night. But it would sometimes make me really anxious.
Sorry, you did this in LA.
Yeah,
it made you relax.
Yeah,
James, let me fucking tell you something now. Right, when I went to LA, I bought a joint because I thought we're in LA. It's legal here.
Yeah,
that fucked me up.
Yeah.
So I couldn't speak. I was dribbling.
Okay. Yeah.
Internally, I was panicking, but I couldn't express it on the outside.
Yep. So when I took the edible for the first time, I was my friend actually took me to see the fucking Purge movie.
Oh, that's a good movie.
So you can just imagine where my head was at during this whole experience. And I took a 5 milligram with him and I felt nothing. Ooh. So I was like, oh, wow, look at me. Just stoner queen. Yeah. Like, woo, no problem, guys. Like, oh my God, my tolerance is crazy. So I was like, wow, that didn't hit at all. So we went to another movie like the next week and he was like, okay, just take this 10 milligram. I was like, sure, no problem, girl. I'm built for this. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
Took that, wasn't hitting. An hour into the movie, I'm like, wow, like I'm so not high. I'm low to the ground. I'm currently low.
You're below.
We're low.
Yeah.
Watching the movie, enjoying. All of a sudden, it just hit. I literally felt like I was sinking into my chair. The screen was like melting in front of me.
Yeah.
And my heart was pounding so hard, also because I love a horror movie.
Yeah.
So my brain completely shut off and it was making me so anxious because I knew that my eyes were watching the screen and I knew that I was watching the content that was being shown to me, but my brain was not registering any of it. Like I kept watching it being like, wait, like what just happened in the last scene that I just watched 1 second prior? So I was like, I was panicking, like absolutely I started crying. My friends had to take me out of the movie. We left early. They drove me home. I was crying the entire way home. I was like, how do I make it stop? And they're like, you just have to go to bed. So I cried myself to sleep. It was miserable. And I was like, I am never taking an edible again. Then at Christmas time, my best friend and little brother both smoke quite a lot. And both my parents do too, which I didn't even fucking know. They revealed that to me last year as like a fun little like surprise. And I was like, are you kidding? Like, hello? Like my little brother was visiting for Christmas and he's like, I'm going to go smoke. And I was like, okay, have fun. And then my parents went out with him and I was like, whoa, like what's going on over there? And then I looked and I was like, oh my God, you're all fucking smoking? Because my dad has really bad joint pain.
Right.
So he really loves it because it makes him feel so much more comfortable. And my mom gets pretty anxious. So that was her thing. And they love it.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, oh my God. So it was now Christmas the next year. All of them, plus my best friend, were all like, let's all smoke together. And I was like, okay, I'll just try it. And I kind of loved, to be honest. But then I got too high at Lil Nas X's birthday party this past year. And I had a panic attack again. So I was like, I'm done. So I haven't smoked in a couple of months.
Maybe you're not a social higher.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Because even when I was high at home and I felt safe and comfortable and like exhausted, I'd get like one text from my manager and I would literally open my phone and stare at it for like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
my brain could not. And even if it wasn't 20 minutes, I probably responded back in 2, knowing my like my
thing. Felt like forever.
It felt like forever where I was like, I was staring at the text. I couldn't process what I was reading. I would start writing back and be like, whoa, I forgot the sentence that I was typing. Right. Okay. I was like, I can't do that.
You can't function.
I can only do it when I'm done for the day. It's like fully clocked out. Switches are off.
Phone off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's necessarily like my favorite thing in the world.
No.
But I probably would.
Dabbled.
Yeah, I'll do it again. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe not an edible though.
Never.
I felt that.
Never an edible.
That's extreme.
Yeah.